Yes. You want me to flip it?
It don't start. It'll mess up. Good evening, everyone.
What's good, everybody? We're going to hope Marquita speaks up like this. Whisper.
I got the left one. It should be good. Good evening, everybody. How was your day today? How was everyone's holiday? Ours was pretty good. Hey,
What up,
Bill.
Shamika?
Yes.
All right, Ebony is on.
Hey. Oh, we started on time, girl.
Alicia, what's up, Alicia?
Hey, Alicia. We hope everyone's Thanksgiving was well, not too full. You didn't overeat and overindulge. Ah! Okay, we're going to jump right in.
It's a great conversation tonight, and I'm actually very interested in what the women have to say. Diane, how are you?
Hi, Diane.
She's a newbie. Y'all welcome Diane for us.
That's my classmate. How are you, darling?
What's up?
It was good, Shamika.
Yes.
Down in the deal.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
Now, I'm going to try to remember this. Somebody's going to have to help me remember this. We get up at 9:30. So at 9:15, the last 15 minutes, I'm going to give you all the chance to ask any questions for Marquita and I. Any
Topics that you guys want to cover.
Any issues that you or somebody you know may be having and you want to get our take on it. So that we'll do that the last 15-minute segment on just y'all just fire away at whatever questions that you want to ask and discussions or whatever, and we will give you our answers that we may have for it.
All right. Set it up. Hey, Shima.
Hey, Shima. So we're going to give a few people maybe about another minute or two, not too much longer, to get on. Y'all tag somebody, share this, so everybody can get on.
Yes, he did. He was there at the in-law.
I did this year.
Had a wonderful time. He actually played cards. Him and my brother-in-law, they played cards against my aunt and our honorary aunt. And Lord, they kind of spanked them a little bit. So
we did.
Yeah, they spanked my auntie them a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to do a rematch because that just doesn't happen. Ebony, I'm sorry, girl. Girl, you know, look, there's my brother-in-law, Joel.
Tax
oh,
season.
gosh. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Listen, we got to let y'all know maybe we could do a meetup or something next time we're in Lauderdale and have a live.
Yeah, have a live. Let y'all come on and talk to us.
Yeah,
so,
everybody just sit around and just, let other folks see. That'd be good.
All right, so we give one more minute, and we're going to get started. The discussion tonight is men need pampering too. And we'll share where that comes from, what we're talking about. So I need some of the men folk. So listen, if y'all got some men folk, y'all tell y'all men folk to get on.
Yeah, tag them, because I want to hear their input.
Yeah.
And he's going to need some help this evening.
Tell y'all men folk to get on. They need to hear this.
I can't wait for Glenn to get on.
And y'all always say, he don't talk. That's a lie. Men talk all the time. I just can't get him he may not talk to you because perhaps you have not figured out how to talk to him. But he talks. He talks.
Maybe he's just quiet and he don't really like
even the quiet people talk.
They do, but it could be just at a minimum. Ebony, don't leave.
Because you need to hear this probably more than anybody.
There you go. Hey,
all right, Glenn, I was waiting on you, Glenn. Lord, I was waiting on you. All right, so the discussion tonight is men need pampering too. All right, so
Shamika, stay on.
Both of y'all need to be on here. Both of y'all need to be on. So when I say pampering, what do y'all think about that? I mean, is it okay for a man to be pampered by his woman? And what does that even mean? What does that mean in your mind? a woman pampering her man, or a partner pampering their man. Specifically, for a man being pampered. Mm-hmm. What does that mean? What does that mean to you?
To me, it means...
'Cause you said spoiled.
Yeah.
All right, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
You guys want to feel as if we adore you. You want to feel... You want to get receive. You want to be the recipient of gifts and surprises and all the little other girly things that...
girly things. What up, Marcella and Crystal?
I'm just kidding. But all the things that make you feel special, make you feel loved and appreciated. You want to feel that.
Okay. Are you cut off?
I don't know. You're so vain. I might be.
Oh,
hey,
vain
Tamika.
now? Lord have mercy. What's up, Tamika? All right, so here's where this comes from, right? You see on social media all the time where the memes are usually from females.
Hey, Crystal.
All I want to do is get dressed up and look cute and go out on a date. Or you see the stories or whatever about how he just bought me this or he did that for me. Hold on, I'll get to you, Ken, in a second.
Ken was coming firing off.
Or he did this for me and he did that for me. And you hear a lot of stories about, how the men shower the women with gifts, pamper the women with gifts. And it's rare that you hear the women doing the same. And it's actually even frowned upon because when you see women showering him with this or that and rose petals or blah, 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 a lot of the women go after her like, you a duck, you doing this, why you doing that, and it's like frowned upon in society as a whole. So
can I speak to that?
Yeah. Wait a minute, I want to see what the Ken say. What's up, TT?
He say not really, just give him an Xbox and rub his back, rub the back of his head, and we good.
All right, so I'll explain what that means, but go ahead.
Sometimes when you said it was frowned upon, sometimes women can look at that as the guy can kind of slip into the little boyish mentality, almost like "Mama take care of me" type.
That's
thing.
what Glenn just said.
What he said?
So Glenn just said that if we ask for that or something like that, then we mama boys.
Exactly.
But why
That's
is that?
How, I don't know, but sometimes the guys can slip into that and they'll start to slack off and not be the provider, protector type thing. It's like, yeah, a lot of females. I won't say a lot. Some women that do pamper their guys, it's a manipulation tool. They're doing that to keep them.
Okay, so and see that's my issue. Hey Jessica, why is it that if he is being pampered, whatever that may mean, then why has he got to be a mama's boy, or why is it that it's manipulation just to keep him there? It's not just genuinely sharing love with him through random acts of kindness and random gifts or whatever like that. Why is it that there has to be something attached to it? That he's weak, he gay, or he's a mama's boy, or he can't protect you all of a sudden because he got a gift, or you know what I mean? Or I need to do that in order to keep his attention from somebody else. It's not just genuine.
It's not all the time, but that's normally, that is like you said in social media, normally that is what is portrayed. When you see a female overdoing it, so to speak, that's just how it is. When a lot of women look at them like she's doing too much. But when you see a female doing those things in social media or in media, period, it's portrayed as if the guy is abusive or he's a dog or he's a mama's boy.
But that's where I need the problem with. Why is it viewed as she's doing too much? All right, hold on. Ebony says, I feel like the effort should be matched. If he's pampering you, you should show your appreciation by pampering him. Okay, I get that. What's up, Jocelyn? It was very good to see you and Kevin on Sunday.
Oh, that's Jocelyn. Hey.
Yeah. So, but she says it should be matched.
I agree.
But it's often said, here again, is a contingency or condition. If she's doing it for him, it's got to be matched. He's got to be doing it for her.
And vice
But it's not always the vice versa. Because
No,
he may be doing it and no one says for her to match. Mm-hmm. But if she started doing it, then he got to be doing it. Mm-hmm. You don't see this catch-22?
What Ebony said, it could be
What's
what?
up, Takesha?
Hey, Kiki.
It can easily be taken advantage of if you're doing it consistently, especially without, what's the rest of that? Being
Reciprocated.
Reciprocated. But that's the same from the man, that it can easily be taken advantage of, and women do.
I think also
women take advantage of.
Yes.
Some women do take advantage of guys
Yes,
just
do.
pouring out, and he giving gift, blah 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 blah, one after another.
To the point where it's now, even with the newer, younger generation, it's expected. If he's not doing this, that, giving me bundles, making sure my nails done, making sure this, that, and the third is done, it's an issue.
And he ain't no real man.
Right.
And let me hear what Shamika said, and I'll share what I heard on social media the other day. When you do it genuinely, they begin to not appreciate it, and then they go look for the women that they got to do
things for.
Okay, got to do things for, so then they can control the other person. So that's what I'm saying. Why is it? It's negative.
I think,
which is why I think it shows the insecurity of the woman. That if I begin to shower him with gifts, then she's going to feel weakened or taken advantage of. That's all of those show, in my opinion, the insecurity of that particular woman.
I beg to differ, because a lot of times, like, a lot of these women are speaking from experiences, either their own or people that they know of. When the woman has began to pamper or do the most for the guy, or for the partner. On the other hand, the guy tends to. It's almost like, okay, as for a male, it's their natural ability to provide. It's supposed to be innate for them to be providers and protectors and care for. And then also with society added into that, that's what is the norm that they do. And the woman takes care of her man, but in whatever way that is, and takes care of the home and do this and that, and to make the woman feel as if they're still loved, adored, appreciated, and seen as, something that I want to pursue. Then they do all of the showering, the gifts, and all that. However, when it's on the flip side, it's almost like the guy can take on the role of the machoism, or they can become chauvinistic in some way, to the point where you're supposed to do that, you're supposed to do this. And I don't think it's the whole insecurity of the female. Sometimes it gets to the guy's head to where, if I can get you to do this, imagine what I can get them to do.
Okay, I get that. What's up, Terry? Curtis?
Hey!
So
it's a lot just came through.
Yeah, so I think that because women has had experiences where they felt as if they were being taken advantage of, thus it creates the insecurity there. And now I don't want to be all that I am because somebody else may take advantage of it. So I will, because that's an insecure spot. So I won't be vulnerable. So I hold back in being who I am, or showing him that I just know I love him. I know I adore him. But if I show too much, then he'll take advantage. Those are all signs of insecurity. All right, let's see what they are saying.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so I thought it was something else.
Oh, dear. Hold on to me. Let me figure this thing out. Okay.
All right.
Glenn says, all society wants us men to do is work, provide, and be a sense of security.
Right.
I mean, that's Bible.
That's not Bible. Where you get that from? That's not Bible.
You are supposed to protect and provide till the land.
Okay, fine. If we're going to go, if we're going to go Bible, then let's talk about how the Bible talks about the Proverbs 31 woman, which ain't now woman do that. Proverbs 31 woman is a businesswoman who...
What you mean ain't now woman? So ain't now woman no businesswoman?
No. Listen. All the stuff she takes care of, provides, even more than that husband does. And she goes out and talks to the officials and provides the way for him to go in.
We have some women that are doing.
But what I'm saying is that we often take the man and hold him to the standard of the Bible. But then we don't hold the woman to the same standard of the Bible, because that is to say that I want you to be. That's what I saw on their social media. That I want the man to be the traditional man, the Bible way of that a man should be.
And then you
but
have
there
some
are
guys
no
that flip that around and want the
listen to what
woman
I'm
to
saying.
be submissive, and you just bow down and
just wait.
Because
But then, because that's not the Bible. Bible's not about. I'm talking about the traditional Bible. The Bible is not say for the woman to bow down. So scratch that. But
Right.
the woman is not being the traditional Bible woman, although she wants the man to be the traditional Bible man.
Well, what is the traditional Bible woman supposed to be?
Well, I mean, a traditional, for one, she's chaste, which means she's not touched before she gets a husband. That ain't happening. For two, she is. Wait. You asked me a question.
Okay.
So for two, are we talking about the traditional Bible? Ain't none of us traditional, but
Okay.
But when it comes to the man, he's got to be what the Bible says. When it comes to the woman, she can just be whatever
No, that's
she
not
wants to
true.
be. So wait, no, and for the woman, it says she's supposed to take care of this, she's supposed to take care of that. And I'm talking about cleaning and cooking. Go to Proverbs 31. It talks
Okay.
about how she gets up in the morning and she goes out and she makes the money and how she stands at the gate for him and blah blah blah. I'm not talking about standing waiting for him. Standing at the gate means handling business, handling and taking care of stuff. So, and the list goes on and on and on. I guess it's not. I can't really give you all of them on top of my head. But the point I'm making is that we always take the man to this standard that he should be like, and we throw the Bible, but yet the woman is not standing in that same standard. So we need to either just scratch that completely, or if one is going to have to stand in that standard, then the other is going to have to stand in that standard.
I think, once again, it's twisted. I think it gets twisted when it comes down to the women, as far as being submissive and all the other things that the standard traditional woman is supposed to be.
What now?
I think it gets twisted, and the
Okay,
understanding
pause.
of it gets
I
twisted.
think it also gets twisted for the understanding of what a traditional man is supposed to be. We have these stereotypes for what the man is supposed to be and do, or else he is gay, or else he is weak, or else he ain't being no man if he can't take care of this and get the check and blah blah blah.
It's the same for women.
What I'm saying is that these standards are hogwash. If the woman cannot match the same intensity, the same effort, because other than that, it is a woman putting a pressure on the ideal man, which in essence, she's going to destroy every man she gets, because the ideal man doesn't exist. Because the ideal woman, she is not.
Well, I think that even with the woman that is doing all those things, it starts to become perverted, because there is, again, some insecurity may spark for a male to where she's making all the money, or she's going out taking care of business.
There we go again.
Doing all of this, doing all of that, and making him feel less of a man. And then now she's the independent woman that don't need a man, and that whole concept starts to emerge.
Yeah, but there we go again. Every time the woman is held to a standard or accountability to do, then now we start talking negative about the man.
She could that's not talking negative about the man. That's something.
No, I'm saying if she's doing, and all of a sudden he can't take it, he can't take her.
That's what happens.
That's what I'm saying. That's not true.
What you mean that's not true? You ain't seen all these movies that's been made about that? It's true.
Wait.
Where you think they get their ideas
We
from?
talking about movies, really?
We talking about real life, nigga. Moving on. read the comments, fool. Wait.
All right, go. Let's go back up, because Erica said something. I want to see what Erica said.
Okay.
Go down to Erica. All right.
She said, I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
Is this what she said?
It's natural for me to do those things. I rub Joel Miller bald head. I give him random foot massages and full body rub downs. Buy him random treats I think he may like when I'm in the store. For me, I just want him to know I'm thinking about him often and just love touching on him. He fine. Lord Jesus. And then let's see. Alicia said 100. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm doing too much. 100. That's exactly it, Pastor. Okay. highlight of the night. Glenn. Okay, Shabika, I don't mind pampering a man, but I'm just not going to be used. Trust and insecurities are two different things. Angela, cousin. Cousin.
Keep going. Let's get to these.
Cousin about to get there. You gotta pay attention. Okay. Okay. Quiet. So they think, Lord Jesus. She said it happened for her. What happened, TT? The fact that you're secure enough within your relationship in order to do so is absolutely beautiful.
All right, so again, so let's go to that. That's what it talks about. It's not only secure in your relationship, it's secure in you. Mm-hmm. Because whether this relationship works out or not, mm-hmm. you need to be secure in you. That mm-hmm. this is who I am. This is what I'm going to do in our relationship, mm-hmm. whether I've been hurt, whether I've been taken advantage of before or not. If this is who I am, then I'm not going to now paint this with a large paintbrush mm-hmm. that everybody from now on, I've got to put my guards up because they may hurt me or they may mm-hmm. use me if I actually be me. Now, if that ain't you, then don't try to act like that is you and you just lying. Mm-hmm. But if that is you, if you are one who wants to pamper and give whatever, then be you. Yeah. Period.
And do what works. Do what works for your marriage.
All right, so
for your relationship.
So here is hold on, wait a minute. I thought it's really talking about movies.
Yes.
So she said, yes, some men do get intimidated.
Right.
That's some, but that's not. You can't paint it with a broad paint stroke.
You can't.
And here's the other thing. I don't want us, in my opinion, I don't want us to always go to the negative when it comes to the man. Yes. This is a whole other subject. Men are dogs. I understand that. And it is my opinion that all men are dogs. We'll have to have that conversation another time. However, that does not mean that, and all dogs are not bad. So That does not mean that everything, when it comes to the man, we got to go to this negative part. Now, I don't consider myself such a unique guy, and I'm just such a unicorn at all. But like, story time, case in point. When Marquita and I started courting or dating or whatever we were doing, she lived in Tallahassee and I lived in.
I'm sorry, kids talking about all dogs go to heaven.
She lived in Tallahassee and I lived in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And whenever she was coming up, she had gifts ready for her. Mm-hmm. When I was out, I would buy some shoes, I buy clothes, I buy whatever, and I would because that's just who I am.
Twinkies and Butterfingers.
And that's what I did. And to be quite frank, I didn't just do that with her, because it's who I am. Period. Mm-hmm. And that's just who I am as a man. So, and even when she got her first car. Not first car, but when she bought what was it?
The Mazda.
Yeah, the Mazda. Mm-hmm. I took her car. I forgot where we were, but I think it might be. I'm not. Anyway, I took her car. I went and got it washed, and then I pampered her car. I bought her a huge, a full kit. The little basket in the back was the little not Tupperware. What's it called? Bin.
Oh yeah, my bin
with everything she needed. Mm-hmm. With Emerald in there, with the squeegee for the window, with the whole car kit. She didn't ask me to do that, and I didn't need to know her style. I just did it because that's who I am, and I do that now. That's just who I am.
And that was good. Just in case someone was going to wash my car manually, it was available because I just wanted to do it.
But just in case you, anything you need. I mean, even with the squeegee or
the jumper cables and all
jumper cables. Mm-hmm. I bought you the little manual broom. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
did.
You can have it in there. Because that's just who I am, and I still do that now. Wherein Marquita may come home and there's an outfit on the bed, and I say, hey, we're going out for here or whatever. But that's just who I am. Now, that I don't always get that back. And so that's where the conversation started. I am a guy wherein I don't whine because I don't get it back. That's the difference. I don't whine because I don't get it back. because I just, I don't require that. But it is okay, and this is from a man's perspective, to know that your woman or your partner adores you and loves you beyond you giving him sex.
And giving gifts. Because sometimes that's just that could be your love language, but you trying to make me speak it, so to speak. Not
Right.
you per se, but saying the person's love language could be acts of service or gift giving, and you're gonna try to make me speak that love language.
Wait, what you saying now?
The other person's love language may be gift giving or acts of service. Like, no, I'm not saying
talk gender specific.
The male.
The male may be what?
Have the love language of gift giving or acts of service, and the female may have a different type of love language. That's just not how she expresses. We do have to learn one another's.
So if she decides I'm not going to express it the way you want me to because that's not how I speak love, then that speaks to her selfishness.
Right. However,
because if he speaks, and I'm not even talking about gifts, but I'm talking about just random acts of kindness. Another way to say that I care for you, I'm thinking of you, I love you. And my point tonight, and y'all can argue me till you blue in the face, but my point tonight is that it is often one-sided, where the men overall on average are slighted. And it's not because he's weak, it's not because he is needy, it's not because he is gay, or any of that. It's simply because I think that the women, or anybody, whether it's men or women, but specifically women, can get into a place of receiving so much, because she is the receiver, physically and emotionally and mentally, can get in the place of receiving so much and forget to give back. Because when you are receiving,
it kind of becomes, I won't say habitual, but
not realizing, hey, the guy, although he is male, although he is masculine, he desires the same thing. And again, you can't, your everything can't be what's in between your legs, because when we lay down, it's a mutual thing. So I mean, we're equal there. It's when it's not equal, it's not mutual. It's just you, the woman, decide, you know what? I want to shower you, I want to pamper you, and I'm okay with that. All right, let's hear what some people are saying.
What Rodney says.
Rodney said to me last week that men like attention as well. I was shocked because I was always the ones that received, so I'm learning to do better. Absolutely. Men of course like attention. And you have to watch this, and this is no, I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You have to. I'm laughing because the way you say you have.
Yeah, you have to watch this, because women are cunning, and women are sneaky, and women are quite observant. And all of a sudden, a woman gives him a donut.
It's the problem.
Because you ain't gave him nothing ever.
That's like
or very rarely. And then she say, you know what, I thought about you, and gave you what you call it, the work wife, and I bought this donut. He doesn't get that. He is floored. And I do this, and no. Don't start going on the list about how you wash the damn dishes and how you iron his clothes. Listen.
Nigga, if you want the donut, just tell me. I done got you the damn donut. What you want, Intimates? Krispy Kreme?
Well, that's the problem. I shouldn't have to tell you to get the donut. And see, now I want to read some of this stuff, but let me tell you what has happened. I know what my wife has suffered with, because my wife doesn't reciprocate that as much. My wife loves me in her way, but don't reciprocate what I'm talking about tonight as much.
I'm not ashamed.
And one of the reasons is because an excuse is a reason wrapped in a lie. But an excuse was, I have very specific taste. And so I would tell you whether I like the shirt that you bought me or if I don't.
And I'm not going through that. Here, get some money.
But right, so that's the reason wrapped in a lie, because I didn't always know what her taste was. It wasn't about whether I got it right. It was that I did it. And even if it's not, well, I don't know, because specifically, I'm talking about me specifically, it's hard to shop for me. Not buy me stuff, but it's hard to shop for me, because if I don't like it, I'm not going to wear it, and I will probably take it back, and you will feel bad because I don't like it. But case in point, like she said, well, it's not about the actual items. It could be just here's some cash, or it's about the adoration. It's about the notion that you were thought of. That's what it's about. Mm-hmm. It's not the excuses. Well, I don't know your size. Well, hell, start paying attention.
And even like
I don't know your style. Or pay attention.
Like so I used to start getting. I used to send him. I used to buy cards that were very expressive. It was like we can't find none of those cards now. Back in the day, those were
There's
in the
another excuse.
1900s.
You can find them.
Have you seen them?
We just saw them in Walgreens when we were in Pensacola.
No, we didn't see not our type of cards that we used to send each other.
The Hallmark, the ones, the loans.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw them.
I didn't see
probably
them.
I saw them because probably I'm missing them, so I probably was able to pinpoint.
Don't make me cuss.
You know,
Ladies, blue. Anyway, let's read some of these comments.
Let's read some of these comments. God bless you. God bless you. What?
Moment of transparency. That's where we started. Go back.
Where? Huh?
Going back.
Wait. Men can be pampered. This is Cedric.
Okay.
Men can be pampered and taken care of, and nothing should be compromised. Have y'all seen my toes?
Ah!
All right. What did she say?
So she's
okay.
tagging people. Yeah.
All right. You really are for everything again. Huh? Where?
We read all that. Go down to Evan.
Evan. Okay. More transparency. Sorry, baby. Pastor, I'm not gonna lie. I actually hold back from being myself completely because of the insecurity that I currently deal with. I would love to be able to put the guard down and be myself completely, but I feel like I have to hold on to a piece of me because I've convinced myself that he doesn't deserve it completely.
Hold on to a piece of man.
And she meant me, baby. Hold on to a piece of me, not give my whole self.
Oh, okay.
Because I've convinced myself that he doesn't deserve it completely, and or I don't want to deal with the type of hurt again. I would ask, what would you advise? All right, every now and then, this is Glenn, every now and then just show a little token of appreciation.
Random
Simply
acts
said.
of kindness. Okay.
Cedric says, but that's the design. Men are givers and women are recipients. That's how we are created. Whatever you give a woman, they multiply. That's cute. But that's not necessarily that's not the fuel that we need. That's cute. People have said that you give her semen and she gives you 8 kids. Okay, that's cool. But once those 8 kids are there and you're not giving her the most semen for that, what is she giving it? So she still has to be the giver, as well as the man being the giver. That has to be they have to be equal in that effort and in that regard, because it's a need for a man. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna get back to Ebony's advice in a minute. Okay, was that it?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
All right, so Ebony asked, I want to go back to what she said. Mm-hmm. Ebony said, moment of transparency, Pastor, I'm not going to lie. I actually hold back from being myself completely because of the insecurity that I currently deal with. One of the things I want to ask you, Ebony, are you married? Answer me that. And if you're not married, or if you are married, how long? If you're not married, how long? I want to know how long, period, you've been in this relationship. She holds.
So just to start, I do agree that men should be pampered too and receive, and they should, like Ebony said earlier, it should be matched. It's not a competition. It's just the expression of love and appreciation. So I agree with that.
Yeah, but I want to take out the condition that it's matched.
But then we'll have to have another live and say women want to be repampered. Because y'all stop doing that.
Now, I'm not saying we should stop, but I'm just saying it's like where I'm only going to do it if you're matched. Again, I think you should do it.
Fairness.
Yeah, but I think you should do it if that's who you are. And that's really my advice to you, Ebony, you've been in a relationship for 9 months that you're not married. I would love to be able to put the guard down and be myself completely, but I feel like I have to hold on to a piece of me because I've convinced myself that he doesn't deserve it completely. If you're not married and you don't really believe he deserves it, then you don't need to be in that relationship.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's you wasting time.
Because if you can't be completely who you are,
and you're afraid to be completely who, if this person doesn't make you want to or give you that unction to want to let down your guard, and for you to actually decide to let down your guard, and it's just not the right one.
yeah, because you should always be who you are. Period.
Angel, I love pampering choo-choo.
Yeah, you should always be who it is that you are at all times, and only be with people who
respect that and appreciate that,
and who are worthy of who you really are. As hard as you may think that it is to let that go, you need to you may need to move on before it gets too before it gets too before you get too deeply involved, and because disconnecting or de-loving is hard all in itself. All right. What did Ken say? I would like the fact that my woman would go out and buy me something. Even if I didn't like it, I'd still wear it because I would appreciate the thought. Absolutely. I wouldn't wear it.
I was going to say, clear that up for you.
Yeah. But it's the thought. That's the point. All right, Cedric says, ooh, we're about to get a glimpse of marriage counseling for free. I can tell by the one question. And I decided to hold back a little bit. Cedric, because they're not married, so I mean that the counseling would be totally different. Charnel, hey Charnel.
Hi Charnel.
She says, do it out of the kindness of your heart, no strings attached, or the goodness of your heart, no strings attached. Men automatically pamper women, but as women we need to do the same and throw out traditions. Absolutely.
And conditions. A lot of time it depends on just the personality of the person, who you are. You're going to love and express that love the way you do because that's your love language.
Yeah, men are simple, but don't be offensive. You know, oh he did. So I'm gonna give him some. Well, you gave me some last night. I didn't do anything then, so I mean.
And our cuckoos is not always the prize, ladies. Y'all got to we really have to understand that. I mean, your private area is not always the prize. Just know that. I mean, it's a good thing, and vice versa. It's great. It's just not the end all be all.
What I hear though is women are often looking for weapons to control. So
Ken, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes, Ken.
Oh no, Cedric said bend them knees.
Oh, Cedric. See, this is where I was gonna log off at the beginning. Everything no.
Now listen, if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Or I'm gonna tell you what I think is the truth. What was I just saying?
Cedric done threw me. I'm about to cut you out here.
What
Talking about damn that. What was you said, child? What was we talking about?
Somebody tell me what I just said.
Not being the end all be all.
You said I said something after that.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, women are often looking for weapons to control and to manipulate. So I'll hold back giving you gifts. I gave you gifts, now I'll start holding back giving you gifts so you can want it, so you can start doing better, doing more, so that then I'll start giving you gifts again, and then when I
training and the teaching of
right,
the dog.
And then when I feel like you done messed up, and it could be because you just got on my nerves, and I start holding back again, and that's manipulating, and that's always trying to hold on to your weapons, or you may hold back your sex, or you may hold back doing whatever, you know what I mean? Or you always got an attitude, and you really don't have an attitude, but you're going to put on an attitude because you're training him not to whatever, and you're trying to find the weapons to use, and that's the thing. Well, it's not insecurity, it is, and their insecurity has now formed these manipulative, selfish
tactics, yeah.
weapons. And you're not gonna be happy like that. You're not going to find real joy because you're always gaming.
I was gonna say it's always a game because it becomes a game and you have to win. So you will go above and beyond to the point where you jeopardize your actual relationship because you got to be the one in control.
Right, because you are playing the games. All right, at 9:15, which in 5 minutes, we're going to go to some discussions. Any questions y'all may have, any topics or any issues that you're dealing with, or somebody else that you may know is dealing with. We're going to take the last 15 minutes to do that. Yeah. So go ahead and get your questions or issues or whatever, or statements that you want us to comment on. Get that ready, because in 5 minutes we're going to go to that. So yeah. It is good for a man to know that his partner loves and appreciates him and adores him more than just for Father's Day or for a holiday or for a
birthday or
right. Just because here's the deal. This is my opinion. I think it's true on both sides. To be honest with you, this is for me. If Marquita is showering me with gifts and just random acts of kindness, I can guarantee you I'm not going to let her outdo me.
Because I was going to say it becomes a competition with him.
What's all the turned up lip?
That's the truth. It becomes a competition with you.
But
so
it's a competition.
No. So it doesn't really come from your heart. It just comes from you wanting to outdo me because you got to be on the top. Lift your hands and receive it.
I ain't receiving that. That's not true. So it's a competition. If it's a competition for one that you win, but it's a competition of love. Because I want you to know, just as much as you're letting me know that you adore me, you love me, you're thinking of me, I want to let you know the same thing. So if you're giving that to me, I promise you, I'm gonna be giving it back to you in double fold. But I think it's also true for women that if you give them 50%, they're going 80. They're going to give you back 80. You know what I mean? So why not do it on both sides? All right?
Don't read it out
loud. Oh! So yeah. So I think it's important. I think it's important that men are pampered too. All right, so y'all get y'all questions ready, y'all topics, situations.
That's right.
Teamwork.
That's right.
Makes a dream, and has nothing to do with him being a mama's boy or any of that. I mean, that's foolishness. Okay. Erica says if something is done, not done, or said, or whatever may happen, and my natural response is to be turned off from it, then I'm not about to continue to be one way when it's not my natural reaction. That's not me playing games. That's me responding, and I suggest you think back to what happened before I responded this way and watch yourself next time. That's playing a game.
I mean, because all in all, a conversation needs to be had.
I don't know who like that, but don't like that, because that's gaming again. That's throwing a tantrum.
Right, I was going to say a conversation needs to be had. Put it on the table. This is what happens. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. Let's just talk about this so we can both be on the same page, and you can know that this is something that I do not like or I don't appreciate, or this is something that I didn't understand. Can you help me understand your response, or what you meant by whatever, or why did you do this? Why did you do this?
Right. Because this is who I am, and I want to be in a environment where I can be me, where I can love on you, where I can, like you said, rub your bald head, whatever. So you did this, and I desperately want to get back to being who I am. So let's have this conversation so that we don't live in this attitude for the next 3 weeks, and you holding back who you are and holding back joy that you could be experiencing in those days, because you want them to know. But that's
feel.
Right. That's gaming. Actually have the conversation, actually talk and be done with it, so you can get back to the loving on one another. Yeah. Because the attitude.
So you don't have no bald head. I love your hair.
What?
You said somebody rub a bald head. You don't have no bald head.
No. I was just going back to the scenario that she said. She said she rubs bald head and all that.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm good. What you thought you were trying to do? Yeah. All right.
Accept it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, baby.
Okay, Charnel
Charnel.
Brown said, you know Charnel?
No, girl, we might be cousins.
Charnel Brown says, let your spouse know how you feel and what you're feeling because male or female, we can't read minds or think how you should respond just because we are married. Absolutely. Marriage is a learning process even after being together for years.
That is
Absolutely.
so true. That is so true.
Marriage
Things change when you're married.
Thank you, Charnel. Marriage is a daily learning process.
Daily.
Especially as the person that you're with transforms
and grows.
Probably daily sometimes. All right. Let's see what else. It is not. It's a reaction. I agree. A conversation definitely needs to be had, but don't expect me to be all cute and cuddly once it has happened. Give me a minute to sit in my feelings and work through them, even with the conversation.
I can understand that because sometimes you just need a minute, male or female. I need a minute. Let me gather myself and see, am I tripping? Am I the one that's, why would I take offense to this? And kind of gather myself before I bring it to you. Because you don't want to just react.
Right. No one is saying for you to ignore your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings. Right. But I am saying to not use it as a weapon opposed to a conversation. Not use it as a manipulative mime. Your attitude should be showing you that I don't want to be bothered. Or your shunning should be showing you that no. Use your words.
Mm-hmm. And don't stay there. Don't stay stirring in the pot just because you want to be upset. Not you specifically, but just us in general, male or female. Don't stay in the pot stirring it because time is wasting, or I should say it's passing. And yeah, it really is. It's wasting and passing. Time that could be spent doing other productive things, other things to build and grow your marriage.
Absolutely.
And just your life.
Just your life. All right, Sheila McFarland says, every marriage should have perfect...
Hello, Sheila.
Hey, Sheila. Should have perfect communication. You need to talk and express your emotions. I get the last part. You need to talk and express your emotions. Explain to me what you call perfect communication.
And are we saying your name right? Is it Sheila or Sheila? Some people.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sheila or Sheila.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Terry says, I was married before, but this has been so different. The process has grown me up, and I know it's an ongoing process.
Right, and it works best when two parties are willing to actually work. It's Sheila. Got it.
Or Sheila.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. What did you say?
Sheila. I just wanted to make it Sheila or Sheila. Some people say Sheila. All
right, got it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Sheila, what's perfect communication? Charnel says, don't go to bed mad always. Talk it out no matter the time. Charlotte, what's her name is? Charnel, are you married? Let me know if you're married. And you got to be careful with that. No matter the time, you have to be careful with that because that can be a no-no. Because I used to do that, which meant we gonna talk this out tonight, and we gonna get this resolved tonight.
When
ain't nobody going to sleep between the two of us, kids, whatever. But and if it take us 10 hours to get this resolved, we're going to resolve this in this conversation.
And that's just not realistic.
We're different. It is realistic in my mind.
Right.
But it's not realistic and from what I need, or what I desire, rather, it's better said. But it's not realistic for what
I desire.
You desire. So what do you desire? Let's share our story time.
If it's to a point where it's too heated, or I could see, okay, we're not really coming down. We're not coming down and we're not coming to some type of understanding. We need to take a pause. Because right now, we're both being selfish, trying to argue our point. Or trying to get the other person to understand that what you did was wrong, what I did was right, and vice versa. So I would say take a break. When times like that, take a break. Because it will sour everything. The whole house can feel that tension when the parents aren't right. Even the children can feel that. Even the dog can feel that.
Yes.
So that's what we don't want to happen. We don't want to create an atmosphere of chaos, tension, aggression, or just negativity. Your house should always be your safe haven and your sanctuary of peace. Your home should be that always. I am a firm believer of that. So there are going to be times, in my opinion, where you will need to take a break and say, let's table this. Even if, you just brewing and something is just on you heavy, you're going to have to choose to take a break, write down your feelings or talk it so you won't forget your points, because, some of us do that. Well, I got to make sure I remember I need to say this or address this or address that. Do what you need to do to get that together. Because if you keep going and it gets too heated, it's going to be fight because call the police.
So
Ken,
right, baby. So Ken, Glenn, and all you men, if Rodney is listening and all that, Joel, somehow or another, they've taken the conversation over, and we're not talking no more about pampering the men. We got on something totally. See how slick they are? This conversation was about pampering the men. And somehow or another, we got on one of these soap operas.
It ain't no soap opera. At 9:15,
that wasn't a discussion.
Somebody else put something in there.
That was not one of those things. That was still talking about the conversation we've been talking about.
And we're going to continue until we help this person.
No, we're not. We're going back to talking about pampering the men.
Wait a minute. Now, let's see what they're talking about. My husband.
Like Glenn
Marcus
said,
Brown,
per usual.
Knows us. Hey, Marcus Brown.
You see, Glenn, per usual.
Let me read.
I'm
trying to read these comments.
All right, perfect communication involves talking with our spouses to get to a comfortable point. Talk about everything. Mm-hmm. Lines should always be open.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Yep. I agree.
Yep.
Okay, now what you want? What you need?
Because
let's tell
we're con artists.
What do you need?
Tamika said y'all are con artists. That done took over the whole conversation. Because we were still talking about this whole pampering man, and y'all went left with it and started talking about y'all.
Oh, God. Hey, Carissa.
What up, Carissa?
What do you need? What do y'all need right now?
I don't need to be patronized.
What is it that you need right now?
Really?
We're not patronizing. What other topics do you guys need?
Okay, you're right.
I'm serious. So wait,
yeah.
Let me get that song so you can know I'm serious.
All right. So we got that. We got that point, right?
Yeah, we got that.
So are there any other...
Somebody said that earlier.
What's the topic?
Girl!
We've been on here for 3 hours. Now you gonna come on and talk about what's the topic? What's the intro? That's an inside joke.
Men want to be pampered too. That's the topic. That's what we're talking about. So the point was proven tonight. We ain't never getting pampered.
They were totally left on us.
Erica say, God bless you.
Yeah, I'm not listening to that. What up, Sheena?
Oh, God.
My husband won't take me dancing. This is an issue. Why won't he take it? Can you dance?
Can he dance?
Or can he dance?
Maybe y'all can do some private.
Why won't he take you dancing? Because you're not giving us enough. And is that a real issue for you? You think he's embarrassed by you?
Ooh, you let it on too thick. Wait, let her answer.
I'm just asking. I'm sorry.
Pull it back, killer. Men pampered differently than women do. What you mean, Ken?
That's not Ken, that's Carissa.
I mean, Carissa, what you mean? Men pampered differently than women do.
That's not the point. The point is make sure you do it.
Boy, do you have 2 left feet? Oh my God, you put it in. Laid it on thick. Girl, didn't he?
I was just trying to, get the conversation going.
I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah.
So for real though, men, what other topics?
I can dance.
Okay.
Pandemic stops all of that. He knows I love to dance.
Oh. So maybe an idea, you guys can hire an instructor and they can just come in and teach you guys something new, some tango, something in your home. Or you could rent out a private spot, just you and him. And y'all could do it like that.
So what reasons
or dance in your house. Girl, turn that music up.
Sheila, what reasons is he giving you that he doesn't want to take you out dancing? And has that been a part of your marriage or your life prior to? Did you see what Carissa said? What'd she say? The problem is most women don't want to pamper the penis. Go back and listen to the rest of the video. Carissa comes on here. She comes on to argue with me. What does that mean, Carissa? That sometimes men, what'd she say?
He had to take a double look.
That men don't want to pamper the penis. I don't understand. I don't understand that.
So what are some ways men like to be pampered? Can you give some? Yeah, that's a good question for the guys.
Just random acts of kindness. It's just like a woman. It's just like a woman. If you ask her, well, what you want? Yeah, just do. It's the same thing. I mean, I don't want to give you a list and you start just following the list. But, you know, he just wants to be thought of. Mm-hmm. Here is how you pamper men.
Whatever he likes.
Pay attention to him.
Yeah, I was going to say observe him. Whatever he likes. I mean, down to snacks.